All right, so let's take a look at something we want to call like a panic meter. Call it what you want, panic meter, because there's some
What are
player
we panicking about now?
Well,
what
we're
are
panicking.
We on?
Well, we're panicking because there's some players not getting minutes, and we want to obviously. So this is what we're gonna do. It's gonna be 1 through 4. Okay, so 1, not panicked at all. 2, concerned. 3, alarmed. 4 is holy shit, full panic,
head on fire.
Head on. This is crazy. Yeah, this is crazy. Okay, so first player is Ethan Horvath. Okay, he got dropped this past weekend in their 1-0 defeat to Derby. Cardiff's next game is against Leeds on Saturday, which again will be on Paramount Plus. You should try to check that out because it'll be Ethan Horvath versus Brendan Aronson. Now, so Chuck, I'm going to come to you first. Remember, 1, not panicked. 2, concerned. 3, alarmed. 4, you got a 4. He's got the 4 up for people that are just listening. Full panic. Ethan Horvath. Wow.
Full panic mode. 1, the club situation. We've seen him have some major gaffes. I mean, 1 in particular, right? The massive mistake in the 5-0 loss that they had. He's so far off the depth chart with the U.S. men's national team, so that his form at the club level is the backup in the championship. Yeah, that's stage 4.
Okay. Now, we also take in consideration he got called in for this camp with the U.S. and watch Schulte play the first game and then watch Matt Turner, who hasn't played in ages, play in the second game. So it's not a good look for Horvath in general. So him not getting used, not great. Go another goalkeeper. We're going to go to our resident goalkeeper here, Big Tony Miola. Big Tones, Matt Turner, where are you? You got a 4. 4 is like hot. He's in hot. Hair's on fire. Full panic. Didn't get off the bench, obviously, unused sub. Dean Henderson maybe could have done a little bit better on a goal or 2 for Crystal Palace this weekend, maybe throughout the season, but he's still going to be their number 1. Yeah, well, give us your thoughts.
Yeah, a 4. I mean, we got the 2 guys that we called into our national team not playing. Like, it's tough, man. It's tough to watch. It's tough to not see him have success. It's a double 4, I guess, in goal. But yeah, Turner, I don't know that you can put up anything but a 4 right now.
Okay. I'm going to stay with Crystal Palace, and I'm going to say Chris Richards did not play this past weekend in their 2-2 draw against Leicester. They were down 2-0. They came back and won. So once you go down 2-0, you're probably not going to put a defender on. But he did play. Chris Richards was one of the few players that played 180 minutes for the U.S., and I could see why he could be rested or be thought of like, hey, let's just make sure we get you back and ready to go. So I'm going to say 2. I'm a little bit concerned, but the fact that they gave up 2 goals when he wasn't on the field, I think maybe kind of speaks to his value and his understanding of Oliver Glasner's formation and style of play. So I'm okay right now. Now that could go up very quickly if he's not used moving forward. Let's talk about Johnny Cardoso. Chuck, I'm coming to you on this one. Unused sub and a 2-0 win for Real Betis against Leganés. Excuse me. Where are you on Cardoso? Panicked? Not panicked is 1. Concerned 2. Alarmed 3. 3 is alarmed. Okay, explain yourself.
And so I'm not so alarmed with maybe his club form because I think he'll get in, come out. You got to remember in Europe, a lot of these coaches typically don't play you the week that you come back from international duty because of how far you had to travel and how much you've missed versus some guys who are in Europe and they only have a 2-hour flight, an hour flight, and they're back in their training and they don't miss the next day after the game. Whereas U.S. internationals, you have to miss the next day after a game to, do that light jog and train with your teammates. But I will say he didn't perform well. He really had a poor performance, especially in that Canada game that will not leave my head until, he gets another opportunity down the line and maybe with Pochettino or something changes. But I'm alarmed in general because it was so slow, really poor decision-making in his passing and in his moving. So I'm going with a 3.
Okay.
A 3 on Cardoso?
I would subscribe to that.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see.
Do you want it to be 4 after that performance?
Two's concerned. You can go concerned.
Yeah, no, so maybe
Second and
I
2.5.
thought it was concerned about why he didn't play, on the weekend. I thought that's how we were judging them. Although the goalkeepers were 4s no matter what.
I was just thinking in general with the weekend, but
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got you. No, that makes sense. Yeah. So I just looked at it a little bit different. It was concerning watching him play. I would think though, from Pochettino's standpoint, I would certainly expect a guy like Johnny Cardoso to be in all of his camps early on, right? Because playing in Spain, doing well with his club, well enough. I think the weekend was probably, as you mentioned, Charlie, not the travel and maybe not being, having your legs underneath you. So that part I wouldn't be concerned about. But yeah, his play with the national team was certainly concerning.
Suspect.
Okay, I'm gonna rip through a whole bunch of names. I'll just take those, but then I want us to get into Flo Balogun. So you guys be ready for Flo Balogun. Marlon Fossey, who I thought did well in the game against New Zealand, not in the Standard Liège squad. I think because they had a game on Friday, they wanted to rest him. Luca De La Torre coming back from his injury, not in the squad for Celta's 3-1 win over Valladolid. We have Tanner Tessman, not in the starting 11 against Lens for Lyon. And he came on in the 88th minute for Nemanja Matic, and I think that's going to remain until Matic gets really tired because he's a little bit older. Austin Trusty, unused sub in Celtics 2-0 win against Hearts. Not concerned. Ultimately, he just joined the team. You guys are throwing up numbers over there. But let's get into Flo Balogun. Okay, he didn't start. He came on in the 64th minute with Monaco up 2-0 over Auxerre, and he had a chance where he got in behind. He get kind of pushed. Maybe it's a penalty on another day. I guess maybe another ref thinks a little bit different. It did impact how he shot, but it's just like that guy needs to score a goal. So where are we? You're alarmed. Chuck. You got the 3 up as an alarm.
3
or alarmed.
So he's competing with him, Mbolo.
Briel Mbolo. But Briel Mbolo missed a lot of chances this game. But keep going.
They both have 0 goals this year.
Yeah, it's not good. It's not good.
In Liga. So it's not. It's one thing if you're watching Balogun play, things aren't coming off, and when he gets subbed or he doesn't start, and Mbolo comes on and he's scoring and he's producing, then we're at 4. We're at level 4. But Mbolo's just as guilty of missing chances and just as guilty as not being effective in the attacking third. No assists, no goals. That you say, you know what? Yeah, it's concerning that he's not in a good rhythm and not in good form. And we can see that in the way that Balogun plays. Just against Canada, I mean, you'd say, hey, where's your confidence? You're making the wrong decisions. You're losing your 1v1 duels and any type of attacking option that you're trying to go out of the box and be super creative to try and get by defenders, and it's not working. So for me, he's just not in a good form. Just not in good form. And when we see players, especially strikers, go through these peaks and valleys, and for me, it's a 3.
Okay, so you're alarmed. I'm in the middle. I'm definitely concerned, but getting closer towards alarm. So I'm at 2.5. Tones, give me a number for Flo Balogun. Where are you at?
Yeah, I'm at least a 3 because when was his goal scoring run? Right, like when did we see a run from him? When's
Not
the last time?
season, the season before.
Yeah, so that's what concerns me the most. Like goal scorers, 9s are judged on goal scoring, right? That's what you're there to do in the end. And I got to see him get hot at some point. Club, country, somewhere he's got to get hot.